Well, good morning, everyone. It's December 13th, and it's a Friday. Thank God it's a Friday. It's been a crazy week, especially with all this back and forth with the trade talk and Brexit. I mean, it's just been, it's like nothing happens, and then everything happens at one time. But it's happening before the end of the year, hopefully. Now, we still don't have a resolution with China, but there is talk and speculation, and it looks like it's going to get either pushed back, which is positive news, or we're going to have phase one. Either way, it looks good. If it gets pushed back, rally for 3 days. If it gets resolved, then we can start seeing the small caps continuing their comeback, which is very instrumental. Now, let's talk about some important things first. There's a lot to talk about today. Sometimes Fridays are just dead, and sometimes you've got a lot to talk about. Now, retail sales came out. The consensus was 0.5, came out on the weaker end. As a matter of fact, it came out below the low end. Now, you're probably thinking, what the hell are you thinking about? We got resolution of trade. This is really important. Retail sales makes up 3/4 of the economy, 3/4 of the GDP. And when retail sales are below expectations, that's very worrisome, especially as we head into New Year's and as we head into this magic time we call Santa Claus rally, which sets the tone for the beginning of the year and the first quarter in 2020. And that's what we're looking for. And right now, I got to tell you, this number doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy, if you will. All right, that's the fundamentals. Let's take a look at the market. The market's still expected to open higher. But here's the problem. We're breaking out to the upside. I told anyone who would listen to me that we would have a congested channel, and we did. And now we're breaking up above that channel. The problem is we're getting overbought. The prices are overbought. I don't think this upside's going to go far. Here's what I think is going to happen. If things continue, if the good news continues to flow and so forth, I think we're going to stick around here and not really go down much. Just down a little bit, but not really break down from this channel. Kind of congest, kind of like what we did around here, and then rally again if things stay course. Why? I'm positive now because small caps are starting to lead, but again, we're overbought. So I don't think it's going to be a continuous breakout where we're just going to shoot up like we did here. I think it's going to be more of like a pause. If things stay the way they are, I'm keeping my fingers and my toes crossed that we're going to resolve phase one of the trade war, not just a pushback. I want to see a phase one resolution. That's going to give us something continuous. That's going to give the small caps something to really rally about. For the last 2 weeks, small caps have been outperforming the large caps. It's the first time it's happened since last August. This is really positive. The small caps have been in a congestion. Something happens to me. I stop learning how to speak by the end of the week. So we've been congesting. And the longer we congest, and we've been congesting for a long time. We've been congesting. Look at this. We've been congesting. God, we've been congesting for a while now. We've been congesting for almost the entire year, about 10 and a half months out of the year. So this breakout should be very significant, and it'll cause the large caps, it'll give them support because they can't do it on their own, which is why they've been going up, getting overbought, coming down. To see a nice smooth rally, we need to see a nice breakout in the small caps, and I've been expecting one. If the Fed did not pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, this is really important. If the Fed did not continue lowering rates, I think we would have seen a bear market in the small caps, and it would have pulled the large caps with it. But because the Fed's lowered rates 3 times, and because Trump gave us promises that we were going to resolve the trade war, we were able to maintain a semi-positive or a congested range, a let's see and wait what happens range, as opposed to going south. And now we're breaking to the upside. But here's the thing. If you look at the small caps, the highs are getting higher. If you look at the large caps, the highs were not. They were getting lower. Either way, we broke up to the upside. But again, we're overbought. We're getting overbought. And here is why I think we're getting overbought a lot. Look at the put to call ratio. I haven't shown you the put to call ratio because most of the time it's a rubber band that's just kind of like stretching out a little bit and snapping back, snapping out a little bit. But sometimes it stretches out. And when it stretches out to below 80 to the downside, that means the market's getting a little too bullish for its own good and needs to cool off. Big cool off? No, just a minor cool off, but it's cool, but it's going to cool off. Notice every time we break the 75, it's getting overbought. Again, I don't think we're going to cool off and go all the way down unless Trump and China renege completely and say the deal's off the table. Then we're going to go south and we're going to end up at the 200-day moving average. But if things continue this course, the odds are we're going to just congest around here, maybe come off a little bit, and then come back up with the small caps leading. And that's what I want to see. I'm not happy about retail sales, but I'm happy with the way the technicals are coming along, and I'm happy with the trade talk fundamentals. Now, it's Friday, and you know what Friday means? Friday is when I give you my top 3 stocks. Nothing changed. STT still remains the strongest stock on my target. QRVO, nothing changed. Now, remember, I want you to understand something. I'm not just giving you these 3 stocks. I'm showing you how week to week, the strength of the stocks doesn't change too much. People think if it's a strong stock one week, it's going to, no, they stay course. They can stay in that top 10 percentile for a long time. And this gives us a nice long trends, even when the stock market, the overall stock market's not really doing anything. So Qorvo, remember last week, I believe it was top 10. It definitely was in my 5G. This was my 5G pick for last month, I believe. It's just been skyrocketing. STT, just beginning to break out. Volatility is getting high, which means it's going to pull back, but it remains strong. And lastly, AMD. Now, I don't think AMD was on my list, but AMD is the top gaining stock, I think, over any other stock in the last 3 or 5 years. Don't quote me, but I believe I read an article that said that AMD, if you look at price increasing over time, that AMD is one of the biggest winners in history. Let's take a look at 20 years. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Yeah. I guess it's cyclical. That's what it is. I guess it's a good time to pick it up when it's near $1. Okay, I see that now. Let's look at Max just for, yeah, I see. Okay, I guess it comes down and then comes back up, but I got to say, historically, it's a strong stock, and it looks right now to be breaking up. Now, if China doesn't work out, forget everything I'm saying, except the negative part about the stock market pulling back. It's going to pull back right now. There's no question about it. It's just a matter of how much, and that depends on if things stay course or not. Now, pay attention. This is really, really important. I'm checking my calendar right now. I've got something big for you. It's my 2020 Wealth Blueprint. Now, this is a roadmap, a complete roadmap that I'm going to use to double my wealth in the next 12 months. I'm not going to keep it to myself. I'm going to give you guys all the data. I'm just looking for my calendar here. Now, I'll be giving copies away to my loyal readers. If you want to receive this blueprint, click the button below. This will tell you how to take advantage of 2020 the right way. Now, while you're on that page, this is really important. I want you to watch this video. This video will teach you or show you or demonstrate to you how I'm giving $3.6 million to my loyal readers. No, all jokes aside, if you want to get in on this, $3.6 million in 2020 to my loyal readers. Have a great weekend. Click the button below, register, get my 2020 blueprint. You're going to love this blueprint. Click the button below, find out, do it now. It's a limited time deal. Don't delay. This blueprint's not going to be there for a while, and 2020 is going to pass just like that. You want to take advantage. You want to know how the market's going to go. You want to see how things are going to play out. I'm giving you a nice little preview. I'm going to give you step-by-step preview. I'm going to give you the odds of everything working out. You don't want to miss this, all right? I'm not going to advertise it on the internet. I'm only going to give it to guys who read these things and follow my group or subscribe to our channel. So please, please, please pay attention. Follow the link below. Get in on it now and learn how I'm giving away $3.6 million to our loyal subscribers. You're going to love this. Click the button below. Find out. Have an amazing weekend. And be careful out there. Volatility is going to increase. Talk soon.